Hi, Aries. Welcome to your monthly reading for November 2025. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Laura, aka Baby Curl Tarot. I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, and root worker, and I love doing monthly readings for all the zodiac signs here on YouTube, as well as some other fun content over on TikTok and Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and jump right on into your reading. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. Whatever comes up, comes up. Also, please don't ever try to force a general reading you see on the internet to fit your specific life or situation. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If it doesn't quite resonate, it may just be another message for another Aries out there. All right. Spiritual team, TV, fortune cards. What messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? All right. Not really getting anything from this half of the deck, so let me pull up the other half. Spiritual team, tea leaf, fortune cards. What messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? We got one that jumped. I'm going to get a couple more for you. Let's see, that's quite a lot. All right. What messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? All right, let's see what those are about and get this reading going. Okay, so first up, you got the torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Okay. Next, you got the carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Okay. Next, we got the cobweb, protection from negative forces beyond your control. Okay. Next, we got the month of October. All right. We have the eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Okay, so it sounds like a pretty interesting month for you guys. It may feel more of like an internal journey than an external journey in terms of like progress, in terms of things that possibly you're pursuing, or could be have to do with like your own personal development or your own personal what's the word I'm looking for? Happiness or well-being, things like that. So it may not all have to do with like things happening outside of ourselves. All right, Aries, let's get into the tarot though and see what comes up for you guys. Spiritual team, Sugar Skull Tarot. What messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? All right, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. We have Death. We have Queen of Swords. What's at the bottom of the deck? We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Star card in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Swords. Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't feel like you guys may feel like you're not necessarily moving forward a lot this month. We do have a Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius this month, starting on November 9th. So it's going to feel a lot slower, especially for the fire signs, because you guys are directly making positive aspects to, or making direct aspects, I should say, to Sagittarius energy. So you and Leo could also be catching strays from Mercury retrograde this month, to put it bluntly. So it may just feel slower. I'm not going to say it's going to feel crazy or there's going to be like upsetting things. There may be some frustrating moments for sure. There may be some surprises. There may be some misunderstandings. There may be some things you got to go back and fix. Not world ending, world shattering stuff, but sure, it's going to feel slower. It's going to feel like you're not necessarily making a whole lot of progress, but from what I can see, there is a lot of progress and transformation being made on a personal level for you guys, Sagittariuses, which is good, because ultimately we have moments where we go from the caterpillar to the butterfly, right? So this could be more like a caterpillar cocoon situation for you guys at this point in time, and you're preparing for your next butterfly moment, right? And that's essentially what Scorpio energy is, which is what is associated with the death card. So this is a bit of a cocoon moment, I feel like, for a lot of you guys. And again, it may just feel like you are stagnant, like you're not really moving a whole lot. You guys may feel rushed, though. You guys may try to rush this process. You may try and, move this along, speed things up, because that's what fire energy likes to do. And you guys are definitely fire signs. So you guys may feel very frustrated about how slow things are moving, but please, 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 Aries, I highly recommend that you slow down, okay? Slow down for sure, because there's going to be things that you're going to miss. There's going to be things that you get frustrated with. There are going to be things that are really important, details, messages, whatever this month. And if you miss it, it could affect your progress overall, or you just may have to go back and relearn something or redo something or recommunicate something that maybe didn't come out the way that it needed to because you didn't have all the information, or you jumped into saying yes to something without checking all the details, all that stuff. So please slow down if you can. Okay. Whew, I promise you it will go a lot smoother for you, this Mercury retrograde, if you do. But overall, I do get the feeling that like you guys are also coming out of like a tougher period. And so there's also probably a lot of excitement that's coming with that, right? With this Five of Pentacles in reverse and Four of Cups in reverse, it's like, I don't know. So just an example, not necessarily has to be your situation, but let's say you've been without a job for the last few months and you finally are starting to get some interviews, or you're starting to, see some sort of progress in that area, and you're like, yes, let's do it. Like, I'll sign up for anything. Like, I'll take anything at this point. Like, I'm just excited that, people are interested in hiring me right now. And Spirit's like, while we love the enthusiasm and we love the excitement, like, you also got to slow down and make sure that you are really, conscious of what it is that you're signing up for, what it is that you're doing, and blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't want to make mistakes on the new job. You don't want to, like, I don't know, uh, make someone upset because you said something wrong or you didn't have all the information, and like causing issues, like that kind of stuff. So, again, just like slow down, slow down. As I said, I do see positive things happening this month. Probably a little bit of like stress relief. And again, that could come from a situation of like getting a new job, getting income coming in when you haven't had income for a while. So there does feel like a sense of relief for you guys this month. But also other things that come with that, some new challenges, some new things that you're going to have to work through in order to, get it running the way that you want it to. Does that make sense? So it's like if you bought a old car and you're restoring it, right? Some of you guys could take it to an auto body shop, or you could be doing it yourself, and you fix one thing that you think is the problem, and turns out it's actually the another thing that you didn't notice, or you didn't think about, or you didn't think to look at. And so maybe it breaks down again, and maybe a little bit worse this time. So now you got to go back, fix the thing you already fixed, and then fix the other thing that you missed, kind of a thing. It's a lot of things in that sentence or paragraph that I just gave you guys. So I hope that makes sense. It is definitely more of like an internal uh focus, because you're going to be focusing on how you react to certain situations this month. It's going to be focusing on building not necessarily confidence, but like confidence in what it is that you're doing, in the direction that you're going, how you're approaching things, all of that. But again, I see a lot of focus, especially with this Queen of Swords. I see a lot of focus, eyes on the prize, sort of a thing. Like, we are taking aim and hitting every target this month. That's the goal. Just again, make sure you slow down, because you could be aiming for one target and accidentally not accounting for the wind. I don't know. Okay. Just so many examples. I know, Aries, I hope that makes sense for you guys. This month is just definitely all about you and where it is that you're going, and making sure that you're aligned with where it is that you're going, what it is that you want, and adjusting, as needed. So really just take care, go slow. There's going to be some challenging moments. There's going to be some hiccups. There's going to be some frustrations. There's going to be, times where you got to go back, circle back, do all of that. All right. That's all I'm saying for you guys. It's kind of a shorter reading. If you want something, wanted more, or were looking for more clarity on a situation that I didn't touch on, or this message just didn't resonate for you at all, I do offer personal readings. You guys can get in touch with me on TikTok or Instagram and send me a DM there. Please only use the handles I have in the description box below. If someone tries to reach out to you claiming to be me and offering you a reading, it's likely a scam. I never reach out to anybody, especially if I've never worked with you before. So if you want to make sure that you are getting in touch with me, please only use the handles I have in the description box, okay? Until I get my website up, that is the best way to get in touch with me. If you don't necessarily have the funds to do a personal reading, or you're not necessarily interested in moving forward with something like that right now, I do also do bonus readings for the signs, the top 3 signs that engage the most with my content at the beginning of the month. So if you like this reading, or again, you just want more clarity on something else and you didn't see it here today, comment, let me know that you want me to put the Aries in the running for those bonus readings later in the month, and just engage in some way to let me know, because you do get a 2-for-1 special on that one. You get a love reading and another general reading. Okay, so that is all I have in terms of my ad specials, my promotions. I'm going to go ahead and close out your reading with a couple of oracle decks and just get some final messages for you guys. Spiritual team, Green Witch Oracle, what final messages do you have for the Aries Collective? What final messages do you have for the Aries Collective? Excuse me. All right, we have continuance. Okay. Continuance came up for another sign. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Pisces. No, I think it was Aquarius. So continuance just means like there's a continuation of what it is that you are building upon, learning, transitioning through at this moment. Okay, so this is not something that is going to be ending anytime soon in particular, or the situation may not, be improving in the way that you want to, or you may not be seeing the results in the way that you want to just yet. So just be patient. Again, this is something that is going to take some time and take some patience. So just slow down. Okay. Again, this is a continuation of where it is that you're going, where you've been, and there's going to be some more challenges and roadblocks along the way, so just be prepared. Okay, next we have positivity. I definitely feel the positivity coming from you guys in this reading. There's a lot of enthusiasm, there's a lot of urgency for sure. So I think that, at least you guys are in the right mindset. Just hold on to that mindset as you come across little roadblocks and stuff here and there. And don't also just jump into things or responding or doing something and being over eager, because that can also kind of trip you up if you're not really paying attention to the details and all of that. All right. And finally, at the bottom of the deck, we have divination. So divination can mean a couple of things. Some of you guys may be really into tarot readings right now, astrology, or like figuring out like where your life is headed right now. But some of you guys could be reaching out to someone like me who is a reader, and that can help you kind of get more clarity and insight on where it is that you're going and what's happening with your opportunities right now. And some of you guys could be getting your own downloads or divining yourself. If you have tarot cards, if you know astrology, some of you guys could be really tuning into that to look for answers or kind of get you through Mercury retrograde this month. But either way, I just feel like there's a lot of kind of like intuitive messages and downloads that you guys will be getting this month throughout the month. Okay. Let's get some final messages from your ancestors. All right, spiritual team, ancestor spirit oracle. What final messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? What final messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? Let's see. right, we have whole self health, natural therapies, balance, and Ayurveda. Yeah, so definitely taking care of your bodies this month. Eating really healthy foods is going to help keep your mind clear, help keep you focused. Um, and also just generally, like if you've been working through like your own physical health and well-being, really staying focused on that and really taking that into the month of November, especially as we get closer to the holiday seasons. It's going to be really tempting to eat unhealthier foods. So just really sticking to what it is that you've been doing and keeping that focus and that self-discipline is going to be really important for a lot of you guys, I feel. We also have spirit guides, insight, guidance, and purpose. Yeah, so that can kind of tie into divination as well. And just getting generally like downloads. You don't have to have tools like tarot or runes or bones or anything like that to decipher messages from spirit. Some people just can receive it without those tools. So some of you guys may be really tapping into your spiritual team, your spirit guides, your ancestors, whoever it is that helps guide you and watches over you this month as well. Next, we have move your body, dance, breathe, and flow. A lot of focus on the physical body, releasing maybe some of that enthusiasm, energy that you guys have could be really good. Channeling that extra energy into something productive outside of work or outside of working with others. That way to like just kind of help release some of that stored energy. So that way you're not like jumping into saying or doing things that you might regret later or like might affect your progress later, but also just kind of helps keep you in a really positive mood, helps you stay in a really healthy mindset as well. And finally, at the bottom of the deck, we have re-energize your life, clear positive space, and harmony. And whenever I get this card, I always think of like new beginnings. So for a lot of you, it feels like there is something new happening this month in conjunction with something that you've already been doing, pursuing, or perfecting. So this is like kind of a this is something new and exciting is what I keep coming back to. Is there are exciting things happening this month, new things happening this month that's going to help like renew your sense of hope and progress for what it is that you're trying to achieve for your future. So again, just all really good things, but again, just slow down, take your time, enjoy the moments, and really like stay focused and attentive. Okay, Aries, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future, and maybe share this with another Aries if you feel like they would resonate for them. Again, if you want to see more content from me, I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. My handles are below in the description box, and you can DM me there if you want to schedule a personal reading with me. If you, again, don't necessarily want to book a personal reading, but you do want to show some appreciation for the spiritual labor that I do on this channel, I do also have some tip jars available. You can send me something through there, and those are also in the description box, all my cash apps and all of that. As always, though, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the love and support, and I appreciate you always watching these videos. For those of you that are always back every month, I hope to see you guys at the next reading. Until then, please take care of yourselves. Bye.